Hello everyone, welcome to Master's Teach, and today we are going to discuss about the sensation, attention, perception, motivation and intelligence. It is a part of your child development and pedagogy special education for AP TET. Let us see what is sensation is the gateway of knowledge. So here these are the senses where you can look at this picture. Sensation is the raw, unprocessed data received through our sensor organs. So, it is the first step to understand the world around us. So, we get the information through eyes, through ears, through nose, through our body, through our tongue. So, it is immediate response to stimuli. It occurs through sense organs. It is foundation for all learning. Okay, so essential for cognitive development. So sensation is the first step in learning. It is the raw data we receive through our eyes, ears, skin, nose and tongue. So without sensation, no learning can happen. It acts like a input to our brain. So, students, remember your senses are your superpowers. So, when you observe carefully, you learn efficiently. So, types of sensation. So, we we have different types of sensation. One is visual, that is what we see; auditory, what we hear; tactical, what we touch; olfactory, what we smell; gastatory, what we test. So, and the last one, kinesthetic. So, awareness of movement. Of all these helps us to understand the world. So, if one sense is not strong, don't worry. Your brain become a master in others. So every child learns differently and that is perfectly okay. So if you want to take this screenshot, do take. Sometimes in TET or CTET they may ask what is olfactory. So the smell through nose, odors and scents. They may ask what is gustatory. So that is taste through tongue like sweet, sour, bitter and salt. If you are first time viewer of my channel, please subscribe and you can also download to have this particular presentation. Okay, let us move to next slide. Okay, sensory proceeding in special education. Here, some children process sensory information differently. So, SPD means it is sensory processing disorder. So, it means they either react or overreact or underreact to stimuli. So, hypersensitivity, that means kids get disturbed easily by noise or bright lights. Then hypersensitivity, that means kids more sensor input to feel satisfied. So the strategy is how you can implement by using headphones, weighted blankets, sensory breaks, flexible seating. So every child is unique. As a teacher, we don't change the child, we change the environment to help the child shine. So please remember, SPD means sensory proceeding disorder. Then hypersensitivity. You should know that. Then hyposensitivity. Okay, this is the thing. So as I said, for the classroom, you can use noise cancelling headphones for auditory sensitivity, and weight blankets for calming the environment, sensory breaks for the activities, and flexible seating arrangement. So let us see about the attention, focus, and concentration. So attention is the cognitive process of selectively concentrating on specific information with listening, like ignoring other stimuli. So attention helps us focus on important information. So selective attention, that means choosing one thing to focus. Then sustain attention, focusing for long time. Then divided attention. So multitasking attention is a skill that improves with practice. So here, where focus goes, energy flows. So, if you can control your attention, you can control your success. So, this is the thing. Let us go to next slide. Factors affecting attention. So, uh, see, attention can be influenced by external factors and internal factors. So, external factors, you can say that brightness, color, movement, and internal factors like your personal interest, mood, health, motivation. So, children with ADHD especially struggle with focus, so we must use visual shots and tasks and breaks. So here, don't get discouraged if you lose focus. Just gently bring your attention back. Progress is better than perfect. So here, what you have to learn, ADHD. That means children with attention deficient deficit hyperactivity disorder. So they struggle with the sustained and selective attention. So they need specialized strategies. So these are important factors. It seems to be very easy, but examiner's point of you should know what is external factors, what is internal factors. So attention to in special education. So to help learners with short attention span. So you have to uh, identify early. So break the lessons into small chunks or parts. Use visual things and give moment breaks. Use positive reinforcement. Okay, these methods show immediate improvement. Here, a little praise at right moment can change a child's entire day. So be the teacher who notice uh, effort. Okay, then we'll go for next slide. Perception, making senses of sensation. So here sensation plus meaning equal to perception. So perception is how the brain gives meaning what we see. So here it organizes, it interprets, okay, it recognizes. So perception makes learning meaningful. So uh, don't just look, try to understand. That is where real thing happen. Real learning can happen and begins. So let us discuss some of the related principles, that is Gestalt principles of perception. Okay, so these principles explain how our brain organizes visual information. So first, figure ground. So what stands out versus what background. Then closure. So completing incomplete images. Then proximity, grouping things close together. Then similarity, grouping things that look alike. These help in reading, writing, problem solving. So here your brain is powerful. Even incomplete information cannot stop it from understanding patterns. So, if you are a new viewer, please do subscribe and share with your friends. Masters Teach. Okay, you can also join, you can also download Masters Teach where you are going to have this particular PPT at free of cost. Then, here errors in perception. Okay, so sometimes our brain makes mistake. So misinterpretation of real stimuli. Here, right, misinterpretation of real sensory stimuli. That means the stimulus exists but perceived incorrectly. For example, a straight stick appears bent in water or mileage on hot roads. Then hallucination. So it is a perception without external stimulus, seeing or hearing things that can't present, that not present. So hearing voices when alone or seeing objects that don't exist. So error is a part of learning. So they show that your brain is trying. So and trying is winning. So that is the thing. Let us go for motivation, the drive to act. So motivation like pushes to act. So here need, drive, action, goal satisfaction. So the the engine behind all achievement. You should, in order to motivate, you need to have need, you should drive, you should action, you should take the action. The goal will be satisfaction. So when you feel motivated, even difficult things become easy. Find your, so find your why. It will take you so far. So, types of motivation. Here, there are two types: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. So, here, uh, intrinsic motivation means so internal drive from personal satisfaction, interest, or enjoyment of the activity itself. For example, a child reads book because they love stories, not for rewards or grades. Then extrinsic motivation. So it is like we do for rewards or praise. Both are important. Is learning. So external rewards it drives our behavior, praise, grades, prizes, or avoiding punishment. So for example, so a child completes homework to earn stars, to certifications, or teacher appreciation, or for the punishment or fearing of punishment. So here theories of motivation, and it is very important for your TET purpose. So it is Maslow hierarchy needs. Okay, here from basic need to self actualization. So basic like physiological needs. Then it comes to, we'll go for reverse or physiological needs, safety needs, loving and belonging, esteem needs, self actualization. So Max Celan theory, like NH, that is need for achievement, empower, need for power, enough, need for affliction. So Hull's drive reduction, behavior motivated by biological needs, reducing drives like hunger, thirst brings satisfaction. So uh, biological needs create drives. These theories help teachers understand why children behave the way they do. So here every child has the potential. So when their needs are met, they rise higher than you could ever imagine. So, here, motivation, special education, what you have to do. So, children with special needs often face repeated failures and develops learned helplessness. So, to help them, so what you have to do, some of the strategies, positive reinforcement, all the achievement, something is done, you have to praise. So you have to keep the goals realistic and achievable. Then celebrate small winnings and may not be this perfection. So you it going to build through self confidence and so you have to create support environment, you have to encourage the student. So you have to use what they interested so that that can be fruitful. So one success, even a small one, can change child's belief forever. So be the teacher who gives that success. So let us test our knowledge. So here we're going to see uh, like challenge your understand sensation, attention, and perception, motivation, and intelligence. So the questions are. It is little bit smaller font. I'm going to post in my app. You can download and watch the same. So, which process involves detecting environmental stimuli through sensor organization? So, A. Perception, B. Attention, C. Sensation, D. Motivation. So, the answer is uh, sensation process involves detecting environmental stimuli through sensor organization. Question 2. So, maintaining focus on a task for the extended period is known as extended period. So, the options are A. Selective attention, B. Divided attention, C. Sustained attention, D. Habituation. The answer is so maintaining focus on task for the extended period is known as sustained attention. Option C. So option 3, according to Gestalt psychology, which principle explains the tendency to grow near by objective together? A. Closure, B. Similarity, C. Figure ground, D. Proximity. So the answer is like according to Gestalt psychology. So proximity principle explain the tendency to group nearby object together. So then on question number 5, what type of motivation arises from internal satisfaction and enjoyment of an activity? Options are extrinsic motivation, that is option A, and option B, primary motivation, C, uh, intrinsic motivation, D, achievement motivation. So intrinsic motivation, that is the option D, intrinsic motivation, type of motivation which rises from internal satisfaction and enjoyment the activity. So this is a small presentation where you can, so it's a part of your APTET, as well as it's also useful for special education. So it is a wonderful presentation. Please do subscribe, and in order to download this particular PPT, you can download Master's Teach, where you're going to have at free of cost. Thank you for watching my class. We'll see you next episode. Thank you. All the best for your coming examination.